Let's see, what is today? Today is Saturday, December 28th, 2024. Time for a new video. I've been thinking about it, but I haven't been in the right headspace. So this morning I'm in a good headspace. So here we are. Let's see. Oh, well, let's see. My month of prep has been rough. But I think I decided yesterday it's a good pre-prep, prep, a pre-prep, a prep of a pre-prep, or a pre-prep prep. You know, a time to getting used to being in prep, I guess. So getting used to the food, getting used to the activity, getting used to, I don't know, whatever I'm getting used to. The food plan, um, getting used to using and figuring out more tools for myself for when I'm hungry, and when to eat, when not to eat, what to eat. It's a whole thing. Before I started prep again, I really did have to get used to weighing, measuring everything, tracking, taking photos, weighing myself, getting used to the food again, cleaning out the cupboards, cleaning out the diet. There's a lot to whittle down to zoom into the prep focus. So that was a process. I'm still 100% because like tracking, like putting everything in the app. I get sick of, well, I don't want to do it all the time, or, you know, but I'm figuring out what are my non-negotiables, and actually also what works and what doesn't work for me. Like, um, weighing myself. Sometimes weighing myself does not work well. Sometimes it just goes against all my mental health. Example, so I started prep just before December, and it went really well. I lost like 5 pounds in a week because I was cleaning up my food plan and everything. And then I wanted to keep dropping. Well, I wasn't dropping, and the scale was making me a crazy person, and grumpy and irritable and hopeless and upset and stressed out. And then I eat under those circumstances when I feel hopeless and upset. And so then I'm working against my goals, and then the scale goes up again, and then I'm upset again. And so it's been a month of that, up and down and up and down, and on my plan, off my plan, on my plan, off my plan. So it's okay. Just figuring it out. And why it's really okay is because I got back on my plan a few days ago. And my goal, maybe it was Christmas or the day after Christmas. And my goal is to eat really clean and on plan, which is really clean bodybuilding food, for at least a week. So, because my goal all along has been to, even from the beginning of the year, is to feel great and confident and proud on New Year's and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Like, I want to feel fantastic and proud of myself and confident and great self-esteem and looking forward to the fresh start of the new year. And if I am not on my food plan, and if I'm struggling, I am not having a good New Year's Eve and a good New Year's feeling. And I love the feeling of a positive fresh start. So that's my goal this week, to stay on my bodybuilding food and on plan and on track and feel great for New Year. So that is fun because it's only 1 week. And today is 13 weeks from my first show of 2025 in the spring, March 29th. So it's kind of a month on the month. Anyway, 13 weeks today. So now's the time to stop messing around, because I don't want to add to prep. I want to be on top and ahead. but not too ahead so that I'm having a struggle just with trying to maintain. So it's a science, it's an art, it's a fine balance, it's a lot of learning. So I'm ready for it. Spent the month struggling, so it's okay. And my little tool this week is to fill in when I'm hungry with eating clean meals, even if it's not time to eat yet, and eating lettuce to fill up my tummy. If you fill up your tummy, your food hormones, I think, get your hormones that signal being full get triggered physiologically. So for me, that's super important. People call it volume eating, where you fill your tummy up with some volume. So you feel full and satisfied, and also your hormones, I think, get the message. Okay, I'm full and satisfied, instead of I'm still hungry, which is how I feel most of the time. I'm still hungry. So that's been helping the last few days of my new week of a goal of toward the New Year's. And I've been doing some exciting things. So one unfortunate of this year was that my CrossFit personal trainer kind of retired, even though she's a little younger than I am, but she's got exciting family things going on and a new family life to go explore with her husband home and her kids grown up and a grandkid. And so she's got an exciting new transition going on. So it freed up my time and energy for something new. So at first I thought of going to new CrossFit gyms, which I still will try. I haven't done that yet. But then, CrossFit for me is so draining, physically draining. It is so exhausting. And I'm training 5 days a week anyway. So I think I don't need that right now because it'll just interfere with my reserves of psychological, physical, emotional reserves. So what I have done is I've started exploring other things like I I have taken a couple BARRE classes. The first one I was like, I didn't know what to expect. I've never taken a bar class before. And in my head, I expected something else. So I was kind of disappointed with my vision in my head. But the next day, I felt so amazing using every little muscle in my body, in the stabilizer muscle. Um, And this week, the gyms were closed for a couple days and my routine was off. And so I signed up for my second class yesterday. And I had a better idea what to expect. And I felt better and had fun. The teacher is amazing. She is so good. Like, she is outstanding. So I love her as a teacher. Her class is fast and quick, and it's going to be really good, I think, for my development in my body and my core and my muscles. And it's going to help with being on stage for when I compete. And I think it's going to help my physique. I'm not going to do it all the time, but I'm going to do it here and there. The other thing I signed up for was adult ballet classes, which I've always wanted to take. And I took dance when I was a little kid, and I really wanted to get some technique going. So I finally signed up for adult ballet. I went to my first class in December, and I was very excited. Again, teacher is not as good a teacher as the bar teacher, but everybody was so welcoming and it felt so great to be in class. The other women were so amazing. It was like being in a sisterhood together. So I went back the next week, and so I'm really, it's really hard because I'm a year behind. Like, they started this early in the year and they learned all these steps that now I don't know. So I'm going to try some other places too, so I can learn again and be taught each step again. But that's going to really help too. CrossFit is so much fun, like so much. I'm really comfortable with CrossFit. All the movements I know in now over all these years. Been doing it over 10 years, once a week for like over 10 years. And it's weightlifting and it's cardio and now I'm really comfortable with the workout. It's really intense. It's really fun for me. These other group classes type are not as satisfying in that same way as I find CrossFit to be, but it's going to be really good for me in other ways, and it's going to be really good for me as I age too, because I really want to keep working on flexibility, mobility, my core, my balance, and my posture, which is just terrible lately. It's going to really be helpful, even though it's not as satisfying right now, but it is satisfying emotionally. It's really challenging physically, and it's not that high intensity satisfying, but it's going to be really good for me. So that's exciting. I'm really excited about it. Planning out next year's races and competitions for bodybuilding, and still working on my goals and vision. So I'm really excited about 2025. 2024 did not at all turn out like I expected. I never expected to be able to transform my physique. I never expected to compete again. So I don't know what to expect for 2025, but I'm very excited. I'll have to do an end of the year video kind of wrapping up all the things from this year because it's been a lot, which is great. We had a water main break this week. It was really devastating. A water main broke down my block. Oh, there's a fruit fly. I have a lot of vegetables in my house and plants. And I put in old soil in my plants when I repotted little baby clippings, and it had little flyy, little natty things in the soil. Boy, I'll never do that again. This has been a lot of learning lessons here. A lot of learning lessons here. Do not use old soil in your pots because you get little bugs. Ugh, it's terrible. I haven't been able to get, what I need to do is pour out that soil, get new soil, and repot those plants because I'm tired of the little bugs. Note to self, I need to write that down. Repot plants with new soil. That'll be a good project, winter project. Let me stand up and get a pen. Here we go. Repot plants with clean, fresh, new soil. A good project. Try to find projects that are satisfying and don't feel overwhelming. Most of the time, it's just really overwhelming to try to do stuff around here. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, no running water. Water main broke. Oh, could have been worse, but it was not a good time. The water got shut off so they could repair. The good news is they repaired it in like 11 hours. They patched up the main. So I have running water again. But the bad news was not having running water. Oh, that was devastating. Devastating. I have bottled water now because I ran to the store and got all the bottled water from the shelves, which they didn't have enough on the shelves for emergencies at all. Took like a gallon just to wash my hands. You gotta wash, put soap on, and while you're pouring and put it down and it's very hard. Everything's hard with no running water, that's for sure. So the good news is water's back, power's back. We lost power a couple weeks ago for a few hours. So winter is tough. Um, Even in my moderate climate. So got power, knock on wood. Got water, knock on wood. Don't want to disturb Ginger. She'll bark if I really knock hard. So I'm healthy. I'm back on plan. So it's a great day. A negative is it's been pouring. And today is long run Saturday day. And I hope we get a rain break because Ginger hates to run in the rain. And I don't want to put her through that. And I hate running in the rain. But it's a long run day. I hope we get a rain break, huh, Ginge? Oh, I hope so. Ran a 5-mile race last Saturday. Did great, surprisingly, because I was not on plan, which makes me not very athletic feeling at all. So anyway, I'm glad to be back on plan and figuring out what is going to work. And I do weigh myself. I started weighing myself again a couple of days. Was it today? Was the first day? Yesterday was the first day after being off plan for a few days. And what's good, what's bad about that is it kicks in a lot of insecurities and stress and anxiety and trauma and hopelessness. What's good is I can learn a lot about how my body works, how my body responds to different things, how my body responds to different foods, how my body responds to different food plans. Like if I'm hungry, eat, even if it's every hour. And it worked yesterday, even though I ate quite often, but I worked out all day. Like I worked out at night. I worked out in the morning. I worked out in the evening. I worked out in the afternoon. Like I was working out all day yesterday, which is great. But that just is really exciting too, because that's how I want to be and how I want to feel and how I want to experience life is be active and moving and fit and be able to do anything I want to do physically. So it's so exciting. So yeah, still learning every day, learning how to maintain, improve, grow, dial in my physique. It's just an everyday learning experience. So this prep, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I hope it's really nice. I'm starting in a pretty good place with leanness. I put on some poundage and I'll be shredding that off for the show. But starting in a decent place. So the time will start crunching and but if I'm dialed in, it'll be a piece of cake. But it's that hunger and maintaining while as I go. So it's okay. I'll figure it out. I have figured it out a lot more and I'm learning and I'm excited to hit the stage again in this new year coming up with improvements. And any improvement, anything I'm doing this way is going to help me in the future. So I'm excited about my future in general. So working on the homestead around here, trying to keep things up and improve things and, keep working on myself and all that good stuff. So let's see, anything else to update? Just, yeah, exciting morning. Went to the gym already, did laundry, did food prep, keeping track in my planner every day. I'm working on my journaling. I'm working on my gratitude list. I'm working on my goals. So it's fun and I'm grateful. So I want to give you all an update and we will talk to you soon. Bye.